All right, you got me?
Yeah, Joe, can you see me?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta change one thing. All right.
All right, cool. All right, it looks good.
All right, 1 second here. I'm waiting for you to. All right, there we go.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool. So I just, I mean, it's cool that we finally, we've gotten everything squared away and we finally
Mhm.
get to, start and just, I mean, we've already started, but we get to fully like get into everything and just start taking care of you and develop like that consistent cadence. So I just thought it was a great time to just hop on and like get a chance to learn about you and brothers more so I can, do a better job for you guys and, brag about you a little bit. So,
Awesome, awesome. That sounds great.
yeah, man. So like what's the background? Like when did you guys start? How did you get involved? Like what's all that about?
Yeah. So we've been around since 1985, when my dad came down from Chicago and started the company. I was kind of raised in the company around this warehouse, everything like that. And then when I was 16, I went to go and get a job at a trampoline park. And my dad said, "No, you're going to come work for Brothers." So I came, worked for Brothers. Uh, even brought some of my buddies in, during high school to work the summers with me. After that, went to Texas A&M. Thought I was going to come and do, commercial construction, everything like that. Even got a job lined up, and then just heart told me to come back. So I came back to Brothers and been running it for about 3 years now.
That's awesome, dude. So it's a total family thing. And so what goes into the name? Like Brothers HVAC. What's the
Yeah.
story behind that? Yeah.
So it was unique air conditioning and heating. And then after, he just didn't really like the name. There was another, unique in the area back in, the 80s. So he brought one of his brothers down from Chicago, where all my family is, born and raised. And
Mhm.
one of the brothers started to work for him. So he called it Brothers. And then along, a few more years passed by, we, at one time had up to five brothers and sisters of his working in the company. So we've always been a family owned and operated company, and still are today.
Yeah, dude, I think that's awesome. Like that just means that you're able to easily empathize with, you're doing residential HVAC. So you're able to easily empathize with, who your customers are and be able to give them a good, product just because you can show that you care. And I think that that's always what comes first. Like just be able to show people that you care. I mean, if you could show people that you care, then they'll trust you to take care of them, obviously. So it goes hand in hand. But yo, yeah, that's awesome. Like I didn't know about it until now, so just wanted to ask you, but yeah, but how about like current day, like Brothers HVAC
Mhm.
right now? Like is it just you or is any family involved or like
Oh
how
yeah,
does that work now?
yeah. I got two twin sisters, but they don't work in the company. They're nurses. So it's just me and my dad. We work. So second generation family owned company. He's still in here, and he'll never retire. He's 68 right now, and he's doing the remodel right now in our office right now. So yeah, we'll always be family owned and operated. Hopefully, my kids. Um, come into the company later down the line. So, as you said before, customer service is, the staple of our company, and family is too. So,
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So would you say that that's like your biggest differentiating factor, or do you have other things that like make Brothers stand out from
mm,
other, your competitors and stuff?
yeah, I'd say still family owned. With all the
Mhm.
private equity that's entering the space, I think that's one of our big differentiators.
Mhm.
I think tailored customer support. We stand behind our product, 100% of the time, no matter what and no matter the cost. So that's our second. And then all of my technicians, right now, even though we are hiring currently, all my technicians, if you combine them all, we have an average in the field experience of at least 15 years on average. So I'd say we don't hire salesmen. We hire really good technicians throughout the industry and take care of our customer.
That's huge, man. Yeah, I think that's awesome. You guys have so much experience, you take care of them. Like, is there any one particular job that you're specifically best at, or is just like whatever people need? I know like the area probably dictates you're doing a lot of AC stuff, so it's pretty hot where
Oh
you're at.
yeah, Yeah, 100%. Especially
Yeah.
right now, it's end of April and we're already hitting, 90 degrees with, over 50% humidity. So it's been crazy. Um, Kind of catching us by surprise, but we're doing a really good job. I'd say about 90% of our business is, residential diagnostics, so residential repairs. Then we have, 10%, because we have been serving the industry for so long. We do have, at least 15 commercial clients with mini splits, RTUs, everything like that. So, but our main focus right now is residential HVAC.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So what's like, what are your you're here working with me. We're trying to market and, build you guys up and show everybody the amazing work that you're doing and, cascade that out across the internet so that everybody knows about Brothers Air, right? Or Brothers HVAC. So what are your goals with that? Like, what are your like, I'm sure that's an alignment with someone, but like, what are your goals for Brothers HVAC? Next
Yeah, I think
few years?
just continue, kind of our legacy of, being family owned and family operated. But also, I think one of my main missions right now is to give all of our technicians, as the trades grow, is to lift up the trades, get some young guys in here, and then also take care of our guys. So I want all of our guys to have, a little piece of the pie, at least, have equity in this business. And we're just gonna, make sure this is a very profitable company so we can benefit, all of our employees, first. However, also all of our customers just lift up the industry and make sure that good providers in DFW are still around, even with the market changing, AI coming in, everything like that. I just want to be you know kind of the stereotypical family-owned business, which I think is becoming lost.
I hear you, and just making that bigger and bigger and bigger. Sounds like you don't want to like franchise out and be
No,
nationwide or anything like that. You just want to,
no, I want to stay local. I like our people that, and I love Texans and I love DFW, and I don't ever want to leave, and I don't ever want to serve any other type of customer. So,
yeah, so just crushing DFW and just being the best HVAC guys there. Makes
heck
sense.
yeah, maybe plumbing down the line. If we
Oh
could,
yeah?
if we could have plumbing here in, 3 years or so. I've always wanted to own a plumbing company. I think it'd be really fun. But we're gonna scale, our HVAC and make sure, everything is good with the air conditioning before we take on another mission.
I hear you. Well, that's an awesome goal. I have my friend Sal Sciorta, you probably haven't heard of him, Plumbing Pros
No, I
PA.
talked to him.
Oh, you did? Oh
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah. You
right,
referred him
that's
to
right.
me. Yeah,
I referred you.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude. Oh man. I love him. I always talk about him. He's just the nicest guy. He's got this mindset as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure what his plans are nationwide or not, but you're a little bit more family oriented with like long term, I think.
Mhm.
I think he might be open to more of that franchise stuff, but like the thing
Yeah.
is he is I don't know if he talked to you about this because you probably didn't get there, but
Uh-huh.
he is also looking to get into HVAC. So hey, maybe you guys,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's a
Yeah.
good connect for you guys to have is and he's great, he's awesome. He does a great job over in Easton, so and I know everyone
Yeah.
gets him by
Yeah, the
him.
first time I spoke with him, I mean, we had a conversation for maybe 5 minutes, and we were already talking about, pinging ideas off each other. So it's good to, have another guy that, is younger in the trades, and running crews, um,
Yeah,
to be
dude,
friends
you
with.
guys are
Yeah.
crushing it. You guys are so young, crushing it, man. Like how many years ago was it that you were in high school? I mean, not high school, college, bro.
hmm 3 years.
Dude.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
4 years. Sorry, if time flies, but yeah, it's been 4.
yeah, Joe, you're crushing it, man. And it's good. Yeah, that's good. You guys have that connection and that's awesome. Like, so what do you think that needs to happen for Brothers Air to like make you feel like, oh yeah, that's going to be the primary goal of pushing into plumbing, kind of as that sister.
I think once we have, maybe 8 to 10 technicians under us and we're serving our customer base, we get questions all the time. Hey, do you guys have plumbing? Hey, do you have a good electrician? I do have a great electrician that I recommend, but you know, um, they're always like, hey, whenever you guys have plumbing, let me know. I think that will just, kick us up to the next notch where we can get to, between 10 to 20 employees in our warehouse. I think that would be, where we kind of push to the next level and add that second tier.
Well, I guess that's what I'm here for. If we get you into plumbing
Absolutely.
anytime soon, that means we're doing a pretty good job. So I love that. I just, I'm glad we did this because I could just sit down and like get to know you better as just like man to man and like learn
Mhm.
about what you're actually interested in just as a human being. Because,
Oh yeah.
it's going to be a lot of hard, it's going to be a lot of hard work. And I'm sure you're just working all the time. Every time we talk,
Mhm.
you've got a million people calling you. You guys are just ringing off the hook already. But just excited to get to work with you and just make the most of this. So, I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely.
You have any questions for me or anything that you want to just say about Brothers there that I hadn't brought up? I mean, it's an open floor, dude. Like brag about
Yeah.
it. You're the best, man. Like you're crushing it.
No, I think you brought up most of it. With
Mhm.
what comes in family-owned customer service first, experienced technicians, no salesmen. I think that's the basis of brothers and really just taking care of each other. I think that's what's gonna push us to the next level and recruit some really good technicians that are in the area that are just sick of a lot of these things that's going on in the industry. I also think that the journey with you coming in and taking on marketing is going to be really good. Not only allocating our budget better, but also getting a taking the reach of the dollar a lot further with looping you in, which I'm super excited for, Luke.
Yeah, man, I'm very excited to get after it, and I'm super excited to be able to do that for you guys because it just seems like that's kind of been always my thing. When I met Dennis and he first got
Yeah,
kind of into his ecosystem, the thing that stood out to him, he said, was that I cared, and I was able to
yeah,
like obviously show that I have some sort of understanding and intelligence
yeah.
or but like the big thing is you got to care, and
Oh yeah,
I love every single person I work with. You guys are the best. Like I went to an HVAC conference, AHR in February.
nice. I'm
Yeah,
jealous. I wish I
February.
was able to do
Dude, the next one in
that.
Chicago, the next one's in Chicago, so you go see your
Okay,
family. Maybe if you still have
gives me an
family
excuse to
there.
go. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, dude, I got a chance to go out to AHR and I just like every single person I meet, you guys are all so helpful and so nice and so kind and I just love that. That's why I'm super pumped to just put my hand in the pile and do what I can because like at the end of the day, you guys are doing the great work and I get to just come in and say like, "Oh, well this should go here, that should go there." And then boom, it's a win-win for everybody. So,
That is awesome. Yeah, I mean the industry, the blue collar industry is one of the I think the best. The people are just so great. So it's a I love my job.
yeah. No, and I love that. So that just makes it so much easier for me to do mine with you. So yeah, Joe, I mean if that seems like it's it. So I
Hmm.
mean I appreciate you just hopping on and just getting a chance to talk with me and I'll be out in Texas at some point and we're gonna have to meet
Oh
up
yeah.
for some food or something. Just get to meet each other in person, just kind of hang out and vibe or whatever. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
dude,
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds great.
excited, man. We got the site, we got everything that we need. So we're just gonna get after it now and
Oh yeah.
start crushing it, man. Get you that
Summer's coming.
plumbing.
Give me that plumbing.
Yes, yes, sir.
That
All
sounds
right.
great, Luke.
All right, man. I appreciate your time, dude. And if there's anything you ever need, bro, like just hit me up, text me, whatever you need. All right.
Awesome. That sounds great. All right, let's get started.
All right, let's get started, man.
All right, later, bro.
Later, bro.